I just think it's the craziest thing. Ross and I are going to a cooking class. I just wish I could feel it that way again. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday morning. It's like 11 or something. I don't know what time it is. But I'm just hanging out here, taking it slow this morning. I had a crazy week last week, so I'm just trying to get some good rest in this morning, but I'm so excited to get outside because it is so nice today. It's gonna be nice all weekend after a really gross, disgusting, awful weekend last weekend. I hardly left the house, and when I did leave the house, I didn't want to leave the house. So I'm really excited for this weekend. Ross is currently downstairs getting me a bacon, egg, and cheese and an everything bagel with avocado for breakfast, and I'm so excited to eat it. I'm starving. Okay, so my sandwich is on a roll, not an everything bagel, which is a little disappointing, but they always get something wrong, right? And this is bacon, egg, and cheese with avocado. Last time they put hot sauce instead of avocado. So like, I'm a little sad about the lack of bagel, but at least all of the insides are correct. Ross built Rory this fort over her hammock, but she doesn't seem to understand how forts work, and she's just laying on it instead of in it. She was in it yesterday though. But now we just have this ugly blanket thing in the middle of the floor. Never mind. She's figured it out. Okay, I've made it off the couch and I'm getting ready and doing my hair now because Ross and I are about to go out. Like I said earlier, it is absolutely beautiful today. It's gonna be all weekend. And I wanted to go for a walk, and Ross suggested we go walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, which we haven't done in a really long time. So we're gonna go do that. Then later this evening, I'm very excited about this, Ross and I are going to a cooking class, and we are going to learn how to make Asian dumplings. I got this for Ross for his birthday. I just could not figure out what to get him as far as physical gifts go. He doesn't want for much, you know? And he really likes dumplings and Asian food in general, so I looked at some cooking classes and decided this would be the most fun one, so we're gonna do that, and I feel like it'll be a really good time. Okay, so I got really distracted and started playing Radiohead on the flute for no reason, but I'm done now. It's 70 degrees and we're going. It's a really beautiful day outside, but I just realized that we're walking across the Brooklyn Bridge on a sunny Saturday. It is about to be tourist central over here. So we're sitting at the Seaport area downtown, and this part of the city always just makes me feel so nostalgic for when we first moved here, because although we never lived right here, Ross's sister did when we were about to move, and we came and stayed with her, and I feel like my first taste of what it was gonna be like to live here. You know, staying here knowing that we would be moving, staying with her in her apartment rather than at a hotel. It felt like just my first time getting to know the city a little bit as what would soon be a resident. And I remember sitting like very close to right here, eating a slice of pizza by myself, At about 8 p.m. Ross was here too. He was working a gig. We didn't live here yet. And I was just by myself eating pizza, and I called my mom and I was like, I am out in the city by myself at nighttime eating pizza. I just feel so good. And everything was just such a novelty like that. Like, that doesn't sound like some kind of big important story, just like sitting eating pizza, you know? And I remember that morning I had a job interview and I made Ross walk with me from George's apartment to the train because I didn't know if I would be able to find it, and I was scared I'd be late for my interview. And just everything from that period of time is so vivid in my mind because it was just all such a big deal. I had always wanted to live here. I finally got to, and sometimes I wouldn't say the novelty of living here has worn off for me, but like I just wish I could feel it that way again because it was just such an incredible time. And I really wish that I was making YouTube videos back then so that I could look back on all of that. But it's honestly just as clear to me as if I had footage to look back on it because I just remember it all so vividly. Time for dumpling class. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to walk you through what's happening here. Here's what we saw when we first walked in. The setup was really cute and colorful, and we had a great view of the demonstration. The first thing we did was make this volcano of flour and fill it 3/4 of the way full with water, and we got a little too much water in ours and had to keep adding flour. Then we had to knead the dough for about 10 minutes to activate the gluten, apparently.
Press and fold.
Press and fold. We are cheesing. Look how cute we are. There's Ross dicing up some vegetables. He's better with a knife than I am, but I tried. Here's our dough all cut up into little pieces to make the dumplings, and here I am rolling it out with this tiny rolling pin into little tiny circles. After this, we went and watched a demonstration on how to fold them up all cute. There's one of Ross's as he's finishing folding it. It looked really nice. Here you'll see our meat and vegetable mixture from the vegetables we chopped up earlier. They just mixed everyone's in all together, except for Ross. He got some special ones with no carrots because he's allergic. And then we assembled our dumplings, as you see me doing here for a very long time. Why is this clip so long? There's my plate of dumplings before sticking them in the deep fryer in the steamer. I did half and half, so did Ross. And then here we are eating them. They were so freaking good. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it still hot?
Yes. Very good.
The moon looks insane. Oh my gosh. We just got home from cooking class and it was such a good time. I highly recommend it. I'll link it in the description. It's the Asian dumpling class by Koku Social. Or class bento? I don't really quite understand. The class was definitely Koku Social, but I booked it through something called class bento. I don't know. I'll link it. Anyway, we had a ton of fun. The class was really simple and fun. I'm not much of a cook and I followed it just fine, but Ross cooks a lot more than me and a lot better than me, and he said that he wasn't bored or anything, so I feel like it's good and fun for any experience level. Something else that was really great was that we cooked everything ourselves for the most part, but they did batch up a bunch of vegetables and cook those for us to put in our mixture. And we didn't realize that all the vegetables were gonna be cooked together until like right before it was happening, and Ross is allergic to carrots. And he expressed this, and they were so quick to fix it, made him some separate vegetables. It was no problem at all, so we really appreciated the way that they handled that. This whole day was just honestly so good. It's still warm out there, and I am just so excited for New York summer. It's the best time of year. It's when I remember how much I love living here, and oh, I am so excited. Anyway, it is time for me to get in my comfy clothes and relax for the rest of the night. Having my leftover dumplings for breakfast slash lunch. Oh, I had breakfast. This is lunch. Good afternoon, you guys. I have had a whole morning, and I just want to know if anybody else does this or if I'm just kind of deranged. So Ross and I are about to go to Prospect Park and hammock because it is 75 out. It's just beautiful, right? And now it's literally the afternoon because I took way too long to get ready. I'm wearing loungewear. I'm wearing a black tank top and black lounge shorts. That should not be a crazy outfit to put together. But when I tell you that I had like 3 different lounge outfits, some decent shorts and a t-shirt and an actual dress on before I ended up in this, I am not exaggerating. I also showered this morning without washing my hair. It was kind of dirty, but I was like, whatever, we're going to the park today, I'm gonna wear a bun. Well, I hated the way my hair looked up, so I got back in the shower and washed my hair. Why would I do that to go lay in a hammock in the park? That doesn't make any sense. I know that everybody does this from time to time when they need to look nice. Like, you get up in the morning for work and you can't find a good outfit, or you're going to some event and nothing's right and you just feel kind of ugly, right? But why does this happen when I'm literally just wearing loungewear and going to the park? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we're finally getting out of here. We're gonna go to Prospect Park and hammock, like I said, and I'm very excited to get out there in the weather. I'm gonna lose this frustration that me just being ridiculous for no reason delayed our getting out there, and I'm gonna have a fantastic afternoon in the sun. So apparently the monument at Grand Army Plaza is getting a like $10 million makeover of some sort, and it looks like it's started.
That for me. Also, I don't know if it's gonna work. Might be slightly too far. Yep.
Oh no!
Sad.
We got real tired of walking around looking for a hammock spot, so we've just parked it on the grass. We're sitting on the hammock, and that's okay. It is beautiful out, and I am vibing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we left the park because it was getting a little cold just laying there. There was just like too much of a breeze. But now we're walking and it feels good, and we're walking all the way home, which is a bit of a trek, but I don't mind. It's a beautiful day. But we just ran into a friend of mine on the street, and I just think it's the craziest thing when that happens. Like, the city is huge. How did we end up on the same street corner at the same time? Like, wild. Okay, so we're about to have taco night, and I'm having some serious deja vu because the taco shells are broken again. And I can remember that for sure in some other vlog a while back, I was complaining about the taco shells being broken. Like, what is the deal here? There's not a single one of these that is not broken. That's like really crushed up. At least we have some soft tortillas, because that is what my plate is looking like. Ross got so creative, he straight up made a crunch wrap, like from Taco Bell. So even though the tacos were pretty funny looking, they were really good, and now I'm just gonna hang out here for the rest of the evening. I am currently on my computer looking at potential honeymoon destinations. We need to figure that out like really soon, but we're just so stumped. Like, everything is nice, and every place that we're looking at, every resort, has pros and cons to it, you know, and it's just really hard to figure out like which one, you know. And some of them have a combination of really great and really negative reviews, and I know that's gonna happen about anywhere, but it's like, oh, which of these negative reviews are legitimate and which ones are people who like to complain, you know. So hopefully we'll get this figured out soon. I'm having a good time looking, but I'm starting to get a little bit like, okay, we need to get on this. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me this weekend. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I've just had a fantastic weekend. This weather is just life-giving. I'm so excited for the rest of the summer, and yeah, thank you for watching. Give the video a like for me, please. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.